Thank you so much to Card Market for sponsoring today's video.
Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, is it worth to play mono-white humans in Standard Best of 1 in 2024? Hello everyone, my name is Filipa, and this was a catchphrase from the professor to Larian Community College, and I just wanna give him congratulations on 1 million subscribers on YouTube. That's crazy, it's a big achievement. And yeah, congratulations, I think is the first person to do that on the Magic the Gathering community, which is quite the feat. But without further ado, let's take a look here at our deck. It's a blast from the past. Mono white humans. I thought this was over since Boros Convoke mono red just dominated the aggro scene. I haven't seen mono white in a while, but recently I actually played against it and got crushed. And when I got crushed, I get inspired. So let's play it. If you cannot beat them, join them and see if it's actually worth to play it right now. We are playing 4 Lunarch Veterans. This is great to gain us some life. It's also a human, so it gets buffed with cards like Coppercoat Vanguard. We have 4 Recruitment Officers, also a human, and the 4 mana ability is really good. Also, 1 mana to 1 is really good. Most of our creatures are 3 mana or less, so you're going to most likely not whiff with this card and just find something that can be relevant. We have 2 Skrelvs. This is good to give X-proof to your creatures from, for example, black if they try to kill your creature. It's also good if they have a blocker that you cannot get through, like a big blocker. You can just give one of your creatures like Adeline protection from that color. Not protection, but cannot be blocked by that color until the end of the turn. And just attack for a bunch. We have 2 Warden of the Inner Sky. It's a human. It plays a lot in Boros Convoke, so I'm sure you know this card. 4 Coppercoat Vanguard. This is the star of the deck. It's a 2 mana 2/2 human that each other human you control gets +1/+0, which is huge, but also Ward 1. And they stack up, so if you have 4 of these, your other creatures have Ward 4, which is crazy, your other humans. That works really well against decks that have Go for Throat, all these 1/1 removal. We have 4 adversaries. This card, the more mana that you have, the better it is. It has lifelink, it's a 3/1, so right away, pretty good against mono red just with the lifelink. Whenever it enters battlefield, you may pay 2 mana any number of times, and when you pay this cost 1 or more times, you put that many valor counters on this creature, and creatures you control get +1/+1 for each value counter on Intrepid Adversary. So that works quite well. We have 2 Ossifications, 3 Thalia, and Thalia is so good. 2 mana, 2/1 first strike. It's already great, but then it just is so good in delaying your opponent to board wipe or to use their spells. And you would think like Thalia is great only against control decks. But no, actually Thalia is great against mono red because they have a bunch of 1 and 2 non-creature spells that they want to be pumping their creatures with, but with Thalia on the board, those start costing more and it delays their plan and you can come back by then. For Brutal Cathar, I don't know, I hated this card so much 2 years ago when this deck was playing, but now it doesn't even play in Boros Convoke. I think it's a sweet card, so I'm excited to see it play. It gets better if you have the Coppercoat Vanguards to protect it, or even the Skrelv. We have 2 Sanguine Evangelists, so this is one of the cards that is kinda newer to the deck. It's from the Excellence set. It has Battle Cry, which means whenever these attacks, each other attacking creature gets +1/+0 until the end of the turn. And whenever it enters battlefield or dies, you create a 1/1 flyer. Also, we do have 4 Adeline Resplendent Cathar. Again, another key card of this deck, and if you played 1 or 2 years ago, you remember Adeline. It's the best human knight. It always has toughness 4, but it has vigilance, and the power is equal to the number of creatures you control. So sometimes the power on Adeline is like 11, 12, you know? And then you use your Skrelv, so it cannot be blocked by a specific color, and you just go with a bunch of damage. And whenever you attack for each opponent, you create a 1/1 human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. Finally, but not least, also not a recent edition, but it's more a Convoke edition, which is the Knight-Errant of Eos. Again, if you do play Convoke, you know this card, but it works really well in mono white as well, the same way it does work well in Boros Convoke. We have 1 Eiganjo, 16 planes, for Cavern of Souls, which you are going to say human, then you're not going to regret it, because then those no more lies and 3 steps ahead can do nothing against your creatures. And 1 Mishra's Foundry. Without further ado, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and comment. Let's play some games. Okay, let's see if this deck has what it takes to still be the best aggro deck. Okay, I don't dislike it. I don't love it, but 2 Brutal Cathars can be very good. So I'm not going to say no to that. I just need a 2-drop. A Thalia would be great. Even another 1-drop would be fine. Adeline would be good as a 3-drop. Coppercoat Vanguard would be great. Okay, it's a 1-drop, you know, not bad. This Brutal Cathar probably will not do much, unfortunately, but next turn I can try a Knight. Ha, let's say go, now they cannot counter it. I love that so much. So let me get creatures. We did get 2 creatures, that's exactly what we want to be doing. And I mean, this might be a fast game. Ooh, another one. I mean, I have a feeling this is going to get countered. But nonetheless, it's still a pretty good amount of damage. Sure. I'm not going to attack with Skrelv, so I can use the ability. It gives it X-proof from a color, which is nice. Now, I don't think they have 4 mana board wipe. They might have Wandering Emperor. But again, we can just give protection. So I should attack with everything except the Skrelv. So they do use Wandering Emperor. They probably have to create a 2/2. Because they know I have Skrelv.
Let your blade do the talking.
So I can make sure that my Knight is not blocked. So I give the max damage. Okay. So unfortunately this means that probably I'll get board wiped, but you cannot have it all. I don't want to overcommit, that's the thing. I don't want to overcommit here, because they might have a board wipe. They probably do. Okay, maybe they don't. Maybe they have another Wandering Emperor. I keep on gaining life, which is nice. They might have counter magic. They had 7, so... These Brutal Cathars, unfortunately, are not great in this matchup. They would be great in other matchups, but... So they Tidebind it. Well, I can try to use Brutal Cathar on the Tidebinder. If they do have a board wipe, that's bad though. I guess we'll discover. They don't. That's actually huge for me. That's great. So I'm just going to attack with everything except the Skrelv and hope that it's enough. Oh, I forgot about that. It's actually quite interesting. Like, what do they... 3, 5... Gives X proof. Thalia is good. Sure, I'm going to lose a creature, but that's fine. Oh, they're using the No More Lies now, okay. So even if they use a board wipe, then I have my Mishra's Foundry. Let's try this. Ooh. That's a good one. Like, if they counter these, they don't have enough mana to get the Restless Anchorage to become a creature. Oh, they created a token. But it's still not enough. Good game though, good game. Was a close one, but we got there. I go first and I keep it because it's a great end. If I say so myself, which I do. Human. I feel like standard these days you kinda need to either have a board wipe or something to do on turn 1. 'Cause otherwise things get dicey. Their pet is quite cute, I would say. You know what's great against mono red? Thalia. Really great card against mono red because all those spells that cost 1, a Monstrous Rage, and all like shocks, they now cost 2. They have to find a way to get rid of this Thalia first. They're at 12 as well, which if I get a land, this adversary is going to just be GG. So my Thalia requires, at this moment, at least 3 mana to deal with, which is kind of wild. So yeah, I guess I just go for the Slee Shot. Okay, that's 4. Okay, they deal me 7, which is quite a lot, but... That's a great pickup. Is it enough? 3, 5, plus 8. I think it is. Never didn't have it. Let's go! Love crushing those mono reds! I go first, I keep it, it's great. I love it. Let's start with a veteran that I don't mind as much if he dies. It lets me kind of test the waters on what they're playing. Next one I have Brutal Cathar, which is great. Bit annoying. This deck is so annoying. What is this? That's fine. Need to find a knight or something. A Another pixie is rough. Do they have something else? At least the Tiding Blades are 3 mana now. That's not a bad pickup, I must say. Especially if they have more of those Tiding Blades. They still have a lot of cards. I mean, they still have 4 cards available. Really? Okay.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
Adeline is great. So unfortunately one of my 1/1s will die, but that's fine.
That's my cue to leave.
Adeline, I really need her to stay on board. I doubt it, but I really need it. You know, now the Tiding Blade is not that bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is bad, but not as bad. It's actually looking quite sour for them now. Should have done this, it would be 1 more damage, but that's fine, I guess. Ooh, I like that. They still have a lot of mana and a lot of cards, but I really hope this adversary will be the final straw. No, do not kill my Brutal Cathar. I think they have 1 removal piece and they're thinking about it. Yeah, that makes sense because they can bring the thing back and I have to sack something. Which will be the Warden actually. Because we already know that this is my pickup. Which, I mean, they survive, but their blocks are just abysmal. They're at 1. Better be good. I know this deck plays with temporary lockdown, that doesn't quite work. Hopeless Nightmare is not the pickup they need. I mean, sure, they can Rite Oblivious, kill one of my creatures, but that's not enough. Because they scry, but they don't draw, so... Good game though, good game, opponent. Opponent goes first, that's not what I like to see in this deck, but sure. I get to keep, I have a lot of 1-drops, which I like. Ooh, it's mono red, isn't it? Straight away. Start with a little Skrelv. Next turn I could do Veteran, Officer gain life, or I can just use Ossification. With a little Code Breaker. Like, Skrelv doesn't block, my friend. You can attack, don't worry. I have Brutal Cathar, which is great against mono red, and Ossification, so I'm pretty happy with my end. It's okay. Not going to pay 2 life to get them the chance to respond to anything anyway. Sure, that comes back from the grave eventually. So I have to choose between Codebreaker, between Ossification. I think I go Ossification just because it's more difficult for them to deal with it. And because I have another veteran anyway, so... And now we are the aggressors. They only have 3 cards left. I can gain life, I can eventually draw cards, so they are the ones that have to be in the driver's seat here. Especially because I have my Brutal Cathar. Thank you. Very kind opponent. Gaining life is nice. Obviously they can kill my Brutal Cathar, but not much I can do about that. That's fine. Okay, looks like they cannot kill my Brutal Cathar. I'm just going to attack with everything, and then I have the ability from the officer. They might have an answer for my Cathar though. Just going to attack with Cathar then. Because I don't want them to kill it and then I have a blocker. Okay, so they let the damage resolve and now it's much more difficult to deal with my Cathar. Okay, they paid 3 life at least for that ward. They probably discard a land, put a land and get something else. Okay, I'll probably block with the 2-1. And before damage, I'm going to activate the ability. I love Adversary here, just because it gave me so much life. Thalia is also great against them, but... Okay, so they're at 7. It has lifelink, so they really need to deal with it. There's 1 card left. Even if it's Monstrous Rage, it's not enough. Okay, it's a shock, that's fine. I still gain a bunch of life. Let me gain life. So I can activate these and attack, or I can just... I don't think I want to use the Ossification. I think I just go aggressive and next turn I have possibly enough. Let's go! The true aggro deck. Unfortunately our opponent goes first, but I think these has legs to walk. Okay, they are exploring. Ooh, it's a modified deck. I played this deck on my channel, it is pretty good. I gotta say, it goes south really fast. With the trample and everything. least I'll gain some life, I guess. They also don't have a lot of removal. But their deck goes way wider than mine. I need Brutal Cathars in this matchup, I guess. So that thing has Trample. Yeah, I forgot about this part of the deck. Yeah. Coppercoat Vanguard is interesting. I still think it's Adeline to block some of these creatures. Next time I can try to do the adversary and pay. Or if I get an Ossification, Brutal Cathar, that would be great. That's a big creature. Good for me, they cannot attack with everything. I have to protect it. Maybe they have another one, but it wouldn't work. They would have to already have used it. Oh, that's good. It has aced. Whoa, 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 whoa. 7 + 4. I mean, it has trample, so I might as well. I was really hoping I would get something else. Unfortunately, this will not be enough. Again, a good Brutal Cathar would have made it, but not like this. This looks like they're running out of cards. Hopefully that's a forest. Oh no, it is not. Yeah, this is GG. Because now even if I protect the creature, it doesn't do much. Yeah, and it gets aced. Yikes. It's not even fight, it's still damage, because if it was fight, at least I would gain life. Yeah, this is more than enough, but let's see. Good game, good game. I didn't get that removal. And mono green beat it mono white. Showing who the true aggro deck is. I go first. And I have a curve, so that's great. I just need to get a land, but this can be promising, I tell you all. Okay. Okay, I need a land, come on. Should have gone for Thalia, actually, now that I think about it. That's fine. That's quite the life gain. I have to go for it. It's okay. I mean, we can race, right? Because at least I'm gaining life. They are not. I mean, I'm 12 at 12. This has lifelink, which is good. Okay, so let's gain some life. First strike is also important. So they do have something, I don't know what it is. Okay. Maybe they just wanted the Feldon to die. Oh, that would be great. Okay, let's see. Not that. Especially because I gain life and then I win. Let's go! Crushing those mono red decks, I love it. Opponent goes first. Sure. It's not great, but it's not bad. I really could use a 1-drop, but that's fine. Ah, now you show up. Oh no, they can steal my... That's bad. Should have thought about that. Let me just read something. I don't know what happens when, like, does it return to me or... Not sure. I guess we'll find out together. Ah, it's a Skelly deck. Okay. Well, eventually I have the Knight, which should be quite good against this deck, but eventually they'll have Gisa, which is bad against me. Which is good against me, I meant. Like, I don't want to. You know what I mean? I'll gain life because of my Veteran, and my Knight does have Ward too, so it's going to be difficult for them to deal with it. I mean, love me some Brutal Cathar. Okay, now I'm gaining life, my board is getting kind of out of control. I like my position here. I really do. I have Ward my... Oh, but they might have Long Goodbye, but Long Goodbye does not work on the Knight. That's good. Ah, I got it. Okay, that's fair. That's a solid removal. Because they also get to surveil. They do know that I have another Brutal Cathar. Do they have more removal? I mean, I guess I did surveil too, so... Okay, that's good, a land. So there's only one card left. It is Bitter Triumph, though. Okay, that means that I'm going to take quite a bit of damage if they attack with everything. No, but they cannot get anything from me. Oh! Never mind! They can also convoke. Kinda wild, not going to lie. Let's see who convokes better. I actually want 2 Wardens, just to gain some life. I have some blockers. They're actually pretty good. That's okay. I'm going to take it. Yeah, they steal my adversary, but that's a 3-1. Otherwise, they just play another Tiny Bones. They get the Vren to activate. I want to start using these. Slowly. Very slowly but surely. I'll take it. I do go low, but that's fine. Okay, so I think I have to just go for the adversary, attack with everything. I didn't do the math, but math is for blockers. Oh, F. That doesn't get countered, that's bad for me. That was bad! Okay, I think now it's when I lose. I was greedy. Throw now. How much damage is this? Okay, they have to jump, that's good. I leave them at 1? Okay, I guess not. Then I die. Ah! Long goodbye. Uncounterable, doesn't care about the words. Good game. I go first, I can keep it. I quite like it. A veteran into a vanguard is something that I can really vibe with. A kindred spirit, English. English is not my first language, but I should do this better. A kindred spirit. There we go. Oh, okay. It's fine, I guess. You know what? Brutal Cathar. They might Brutal Cathar my Brutal Cathar, but they have to do it on the Vanguard or later. Because if they Brutal Cathar my Brutal Cathar, they can't. I have Ossification. And next turn I have my own Adeline. That's fine, and that's fine. Ooh, Thalia is also great, but... I don't think... What? That has to be desperation. Very fast, but very nice. All in all, I really enjoyed the deck. It was a blast from the past. I thought it was kind of 50-50. I did get quite some wins against mono red, but also I got some losses. I don't know, let me know what you thought about the games. I thought it was overall a fun deck to play, and I really enjoyed it. So once again, let me know in the comments what do you think of this deck and what deck do you want to see me play next. I'm really excited for the new set, which is going to come I think in August, the new standard set. I'm also really excited for the rotation that is going to happen in the fall, I think. So overall, a lot of excited things for standard going to happen, and I'm going to try to enjoy them as much as I can and bring as much content as I can. And yeah, once again, thank you so much. We reached 10k subscribers, which is insane. You all rock so much. I always read your comments, even if I don't interact or respond. I try to interact in the first hours, but even if I don't, I always see your comments, and you are all so kind, and I really appreciate you supporting my small YouTube channel. That really makes a difference. And yeah, it's been couple of years since I've been making YouTube videos consistently, and hopefully you've been enjoying. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone.